I'm Olivia.
And I'm Kyle.
And we're Drivin and Vibin.
Today we're going to talk about our June monthly expenses for full-time RV traveling life. And while it's not the most entertaining subject, we'll break it down into 4 categories and let you know the exact dollar amount we spent this month. And we're going to start with camping fees.
Camping this month, we did a lot of boondocking and free camping. We used our memberships like Passport America and Harvest Host to save money. And we just did a lot of research ahead of time to find the best deals in the area. We knew we were going to be in very high tourism areas, and it's a little more expensive there. So we just did our homework ahead of time.
Yeah, definitely. We came in at spending only $51 this month on camping, which averaged $1.70 a day, and that is by far the best we've ever done on camping fees.
Not too bad.
Yeah, we'll take it. The next category is food expenses, and this is kind of Olivia's category because she's the one that does most of the grocery shopping.
So we were pretty on par for our grocery expenses this month. We spent about $541, which is better than our typical month, really, by a little bit, because we gave up cheese. So that saved quite a bit. Our daily average was about $18, which isn't too bad. We only went out to eat like 2 or 3 times, maybe. Yeah. We cooked all of our meals at home for the most part.
And if you're reading the blog post as well as watching the video, you'll see that we spent only $347 on food last month. But that was because the first 10 days of that month, we were visiting family and they treated us to many free meals.
We were getting fed quite a bit.
Yeah, so
we didn't spend quite as much on food that month.
Yeah. Gas expenses was the next category, and this was really a sucker because northern Michigan has some of the nation's leading gas prices in a bad way. We spent like $2.79 a gallon on the highest end, averaging right about $2.60 a gallon. And that's that's towing the camper 1,000 miles this month. So gas was a real bummer. We spent $369, almost $100 higher than the previous month.
Our other category, our last category, is just miscellaneous expenses, such as our laundry, filling our propane. We bought the dog a harness, just things like that. We only spent about $84 on that, so that's pretty good. We tried to keep it under $100, and so we did well in that category this month.
Yep, and we finished the month with $1,045 total dollars of RV living expenses. Now that doesn't include our fixed expenses. And the fixed expenses are things like our insurance, cell phones, subscriptions,
and memberships, things like that.
So pretty much everything that stays the same, and that totals $400 every month for us, unchanging for the most part. And once you add that in, we got a total of $1,445 for the month of June, which is our best price yet.
Definitely, we did pretty well this month, and we should be on target to do pretty well next month. We got a lot of boondocking in our future, so we're looking forward to that. But we just basically wanted to share to kind of give you a sounding off point to kind of see where you stand, just to know that this lifestyle doesn't have to be expensive. When we were researching and about to hit the road, that was kind of discouraging because it made it seem like you had to have a lot of money to do this, and we definitely didn't have a huge bank account going into this or were rich by any means. We just, saved and made a goal and made a reasonable budget for ourselves.
Yeah, so $1,445 is really good for us, and that's a lot lower than a lot of the other blog posts we read about RV full-time living. And we don't feel like we sacrificed the experiences at all. We went to 3 different states this month. We did hikes along 3 of the Great Lakes, and we really just had a month full of new experiences, which was awesome. We got to see things we've never seen before up here in Michigan and Wisconsin.
And I mean, we know people who live on less than this a month. It's just really up to you and your needs and priorities. So I mean, it's doable if you have the drive and the passion and any skill set. You can find a way to make money on the road and to save money, and we just want to let people know that it's possible.
Definitely. So let us know the ways you save money every month. Give us some tips in the comments below if you got any, because we are always looking for ways to save more money. And we hope we report back to you next month with even less expenses. So we'll knock on wood and see what happens.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out our Facebook page, blog, and Instagram. We'll see you.
Bye.